What's up guys, welcome to the 7 stages of a jiu-jitsu white belt. Number 1, the newbie. This guy has zero experience. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. He or she is about to become a human ragdoll for the next couple months of their life, if they do stick with it. This stage is where most people drop off. It's when people come in, try out jiu-jitsu, see if it's for them. If it's not, they quit. Most people quit at this newbie stage. If you do, however, manage to stick with it, you are going to encounter stage 2, the ego deflation stage. Now, you might have gotten your butt kicked in stage 1, but let me tell you, you stick around for 1 to 3 months, the ego deflation stage will kick in. Okay, I've been doing this like a couple months now. Surely I'm gonna be getting good. No! You don't tap people, you just get tapped. Who are these guys? Where are these guys all my life? Who are these guys in this sweaty gym just training jiu-jitsu? How long have they been doing this? I'm here for near 3 months now and I'm still getting destroyed. Listen guys, your ego is gonna go down in the bin after this stage. If you had any thought that you had a chance to defend yourself on the street, that is just out the window. You will soon realize, if somebody knows grappling, I am screwed. You probably get into that stage where you're becoming a little bit obsessed with it, maybe. Maybe it's still a bit early, but you are telling your siblings, your friends, your brothers,
oh, I can beat you up. I know jiu-jitsu. Like, what, you don't know what the mount is? Oh, I know what the mount is. Like, I'm a pro. Like, oh, let's fuck it.
Still, you might have a bit of ego. Like, it's never gonna be fully gone. Guys, I would just like to take a moment to thank XMartial for sponsoring today's video. XMartial is one of the most trusted and well-known brands in jiu-jitsu. It provides top quality BJJ gear such as rash guard, shorts, spats, you name it, they've got it. XMartial uses a stretchy material which is perfect for skin fit, tight rash guards. They've got hundreds of cool and creative designs. Whether it's simplistic or it's fancy and out there, this is my personal favorite. Make sure you go down, click the link in description, cop yours today, use my code and get a discount. What are you waiting for? Back to the video. Number 3, the expert. This happens at around 6 months of being a white belt. You think, okay, you start tapping maybe some new guys that came in, you're no longer bottom of the pile, you become the expert teacher. So these guys are coming in, they want to know all your secret techniques.
The ship's broken. We had to go.
Nobody gets hurt. Easy. Hey! Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me. Sure. I'm the captain now.
Even though they might have not asked, you are going to explain everything to them. Whether you're telling them how to do it correctly, telling the complete wrong thing to do, you're just going to be talking. You think you know stuff. You think, you know what, I've been in here. I've been in this gym. I know what I'm talking about. This new guy, bro.
I'll tap him out, no problem.
I just learned the Americana last week, bro. He doesn't even know what that is, bro.
No, it's in the wrong place, actually.
This expert stage is a very annoying stage for higher belts. You're just gonna be annoying them by trying to explain. It's just like, bro, be quiet, ask questions. The 4th stage of a jiu-jitsu white belt, ego deflation stage, part 2. This happens at around 9 months of training jiu-jitsu. You maybe had a good little week there where you got some taps, and then you go back down on the bottom of the barrel where you get tapped, and you realize any good things that you did on those higher belts was just them letting you work. And you aren't actually the next Marcelo Garcia, you are just in fact a 6-month white belt. Now at 9 months, I personally did, listen, I hold my hands up, I had an ego deflation here for sure. I thought I was tapping all the other white belts in my gym. I was like, am I the best white belt in the world? I was like, let me go compete, see where I stand up against other white belts in other gyms. I lost by Kimura, so it was a tough one for the ego. That is where the ego deflation part 2 comes in, because I already had my ego defeated when I first started training. Then I start training for a bit and I'm tapping other white belts, and then I lose to a Kimura against another white belt, bro. Number 5, I like to call it the good white belt. You know, you're a white belt that's been there a while. The guys in the gym, they've accepted you. You're not just like some guy who does it for a few months and drops off. Maybe 9 to 12 months. You've shown that you're committed. You've shown that you're in this journey. You start developing relationships in the gym. You might be asking more questions in this stage. And this stage is where you kind of accept that you just suck. Like, you're good at white belt. Any new white belt that walks in, you pretty much will be able to handle them. You kind of learned the whole, like, maybe I shouldn't coach them through it. Just let them learn off the actual coach who's there to teach them. You kind of found out a bit more about the ethics. You're probably less of a spaz than you are in all the other stages. Still probably a spaz though. You are getting to terms with the fact that you are not great, and it's not going to be different anytime soon. You're still on the journey, not even training a year, but you're good and you know how to learn. You start asking questions, you're developing basic foundational skills like frames, stuff like that. This is a good stage, and make sure you get to stage 5 before you quit jiu-jitsu. If you get to stage 5, you have like an 80%, I'm making these statistics up, chance of continuing jiu-jitsu.
You know what time it is. It's time you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. You're watching this video, you're enjoying it. Why not subscribe? It's free. You can always unsubscribe.
Number 6, the master of white belts. Now you might be thinking,
How is this only number 6? I thought there were 7 stages.
we'll get to the next one later, but this stage is basically ready for your blue belt. You have a good understanding of all the basic positions like mount, side control, the back. You have maybe a knee cut that you like using in guard passes. A foundation. I wouldn't say it's a good foundation, but you have something. You're not a complete novice. You definitely make a lot of mistakes, miss out on a lot of opportunities. You're not quick with it, but you're good for a white belt. Probably the best white belt in your gym if you're at this stage. Probably gonna get promoted at your next promotion day or whatever. Just keep going to training. You will get to this stage eventually. You will become the best white belt in your gym. It's just a matter of time, unless you get promoted early. In this 6th stage, you are also learning some new moves, but not as common. In those earlier stages where you're a newbie, the ego deflation stages, expert at jiu-jitsu, even the good white belt, you're still learning new stuff pretty much every time you walk to class. When you become a master of white belts, not every class you go to is something new. Maybe you are now learning the armbar for the 2nd or 3rd time, but you pick up new details that you didn't get the first time. So you're starting to see how the positions tie into each other a little bit more. Yeah, you're kind of getting a good understanding of jiu-jitsu. That is stage 6. You might be thinking, what is the 7th stage? Some of you might know it.
Some of you dirty sandbaggers out there.
Number 7, it's the sandbagging white belt. This guy, he raises eyebrows, bro. You're thinking, how are you a white belt, man? Like, how long are you training? Are you a blue belt? You train no-gi mostly, is it? All these questions you'll be getting when you go to this stage. However, there is pros to this stage. If you get to a sandbagging level at white belt, you can enter a competition and have a lot of confidence that you may actually come out with the gold. Listen, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I would say I am a pretty good white belt. But listen, I'm not saying I'm the next coming of Jesus, but I'm saying I'm decent for a white belt, bro. And I think I backed it up. I've competed sometimes, competition coming up, 12 days. I'm looking to put on a clinic, and if I get gold, listen, I'm officially a sandbagger. I'ma take it. I'ma take that status with pride. You can even put it above my head. The sandbagger, BJJDYLAN. I'm not trying to say I'm Gordon Ryan, but listen, I feel like I'm a decent white belt. Common signs of a sandbagger: a person who cross trains. So someone who's trained at a gym for 6 months and moves gym. They don't show up on promotion day. Oh, sorry, I think I got ringworm. Well, if you do get ringworm, stay at home. Maybe they just miss it on holiday. They don't get promoted. What do you know? They're entering into their another local competition and they're taking on gold. Maybe they are Gordon Ryan. How are you still white belt? What belt are you? Blue belt? Are you purple? I would have thought you were purple. How long are you training? 1 year? Nah, bro. This stage is once you get maybe over a year, you're probably reaching the sandbagger stage. You've been training about 15 months. That's what I've been training. That was the 7 stages of a jiu-jitsu white belt. Let me know which one you are in the comments below. And if you're a higher belt, blue belt, purple, black, brown, do you agree with this list? What would you change? What other stages is there? If you did enjoy, guys, make sure you hit the like, subscribe.
H2O my beverage, had to go and get some leverage. So much millies, that's stiff. How much billies, I'm that rich. How much sillies, got a hat trick. Rich as I act like a savage. My girl sweet, she ain't ratchet. My girl sweet, she's the baddest.